What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here, back with another Division video. So 1.8.1 has been out for a couple of days now. We've got quite a few cool things in this update, and two of them in specific I would like to talk about in this video. One being the Xbox One X enhancement patch for the Xbox One, and on top of that, the increased drop rate of exotics and classified gear in the Light Zone. Because for both of those issues, a lot of people have been telling me that their experience has been pretty negative. They don't notice a difference in picture, and they have not gotten basically any increased drops in terms of exotics or classified. They really don't notice a difference with either one of these two issues. Now, my luck and RNG in the game is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. And in the background of this video, the gameplay that you're watching is one single open world boss run until I swap to a second character for, again, just the first boss that I killed, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to get the picture and why there was no need to continue on any further. The drop rates have been increased for sure. I can tell you that 100%. You can see this just by the background of the gameplay. I know that going from 3% to 6% doesn't really sound like a lot, but keep in mind that if you do have more than one character, you can hit up the open world bosses multiple times, up to 4 times. They respawn every 4 hours. That's quite a few chances to get classified gear and exotics. I'm here on my Xbox One also, by the way, and I don't have a lot of gear and a lot of exotics because I don't primarily play on the Xbox as much as I do my PlayStation and PC, but I decided to take some time out and come over here, check out what the patch looks like, and honestly, my experience for the past couple days has been amazing. Even field proficiency caches, double bonus item, Pharaoh Mask, and Striker Harness. The items in particular aren't what matters, it's that I got an exotic and a classified as a bonus item in field proficiencies, where people say that they have never even seen that happen before. Well, for those of you that haven't, here you go, this is what it looks like, and it's a pretty cool feeling when it happens. It's like, oh my god, wow. So, and the items that I've been getting are things that are not this Caduceus, Skull Gloves, or Tenebrae, which makes me even happier. Pharaoh Mask, that's great. A showstopper at the beginning. Striker Harness, I do get an ear in this. Hilder and ear have been dropping from the high value targets, and certain things have been dropping in the west side pier, but this is strictly open world bosses only, aside from the west side pier, and these are the items that have been dropping for me. So I'm pretty darn happy. On top of that, the Xbox One X patch, before you say that you don't notice a difference, take a couple of things into account. One, what type of television do you have? Do you have different settings for playing games and movies and television? Or, like myself, I do have an HD TV. It's 55 inch, it's pretty nice, but it's nothing spectacular or over the top, and even I notice a difference. I find that the colors are much more vibrant, the gameplay looks nice and smooth. To me it always has, but it had kind of a stale look to it. Not really sure how else to word that. It just kind of looked, I want to almost say pale, I don't know, where now it's, the black is really nice and black, you know, red is red, and the colors stand out a lot more, and I think that it looks pretty good. And I imagine that if I had an even better television or a PC monitor, that the game would look even better than it does, like it does now. So take those things into account first. What kind of TV do you have? What type of settings do you have? Are there any settings that you can adjust or change? And then if so, go ahead and give it a try and just do that. You know, myself, I've got custom, advanced, dynamic, and even just doing that, the game looks different on each setting, which, yes, that is a given, but some look a heck of a lot nicer than others. So try those things out, and then let me know in the comments below if you still feel the same way, for those of you that feel that the Xbox One X patch did absolutely nothing other than take up a little bit of extra space on your console, or if you messed around with some of the settings, did it make an improvement? Now, back to the exotics and classified for a moment. As you can see here, I didn't even cut out the fast travel because this really was one run around the open world, and this was just one example of showing you guys, hey, yeah, the drop rates really have increased. And this isn't going to be all the time. It probably won't even be half of the time, but if it's a quarter of the time, that's more than it was before. That is for sure. And then coming here like this, from one location to the next, back-to-back drops, that was something that next to never ever used to happen, and now it is. This is not the first time this has happened for me, where I've gone from one boss to the next and both of them have dropped something from me back to back, whether it be classified and exotic or back-to-back exotics. I mean, there we go. Ear, I had just gotten something from the previous boss. This is crazy, and it's great. So for those of you out there, and myself included, because on Xbox, like I said, I don't have as many things, the increased drop rate is fantastic. Also, don't forget that if you do have the season pass, your supply drops have a 10% chance of giving you classified gear on top of the 100 div tech. The div tech is a whole separate topic, but just to touch on it for a split second, people didn't think that we would get enough with this update, but honestly, 25 div tech every time you completed a daily assignment, times however many characters you have, 100 in your supply drops twice a month, times however many characters you have, exotic caches from legendary mode missions and incursions, times however many characters you have, on top of the stuff that's in the dark zone, breaking down your gear. It all adds up, and I think that we are getting more than enough to optimize our builds and our weapons. So, but anyways guys, that is it for me. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, it's much appreciated. Anybody new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division content, as there is plenty more to come. Other than that, have a great day, agents. Good luck with your grind, and I'll see you soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then, take care.